All right. Wait. So, good
Yeah.
day to everyone. We have Faith in Comics number 7 with my friend and brother, Bishop Dennis Williams.
Hey
And
there, Katar. How you doing?
yeah, and let's the chat is on fire. We have Sin Havoc, Sergeant
Hey,
Giratina,
all
and
right.
Sergeant Giratina says, I got a dental appointment tomorrow. Sin Havoc. I have an infection inside one of my teeth that's been
Oh,
bothering me for more
well,
than
we're
a week.
praying. We're praying for you guys. We're
Yeah.
praying for.
And Sin Havoc says, Source blessed and namaste. Yeah. Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah. So this lots of happened between number 6 and now. Hello,
Yeah.
Bishop, and thank you. Yeah. Yeah. We have
Hey, guys, what's going on, man? It's good to see you guys. And run out and tell everybody that we're on.
yeah, we're on. And
Yeah.
lots things happened this past few weeks. And
Hmm.
but first we'll check out the Word of God from
Amen.
the Epistle of Saint Paul to the Ephesians.
Hmm.
So let's okay. So this is from Ephesians chapter 1 verse 3 to 4. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord uh, Jesus Christ. In Hebrew is what? Bishop?
Oh, in Hebrew, his name is Yahushua Hamashiach,
All right.
which means is basically the anointed one.
In Aramaic, it's Yeshua Anzaret, Jesus of
Mm,
Nazareth. So,
mm.
who has blessed us in Christ with every spiritual blessings in the heavenly places, even as He chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and blameless before him. We have to remember that the reason why we're blameless is because of what Jesus Christ did on the cross. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. We can't. We're not blameless by any means of ourselves,
yeah,
because the Bible says our righteousness are as of dirty rags. We alone can do nothing. You know.
right. That's true. So, whenever a brother or sister you go to church with has this kind of questions, we have to remind them that it's all about Yeshua
Yes.
or Jesus
Yahu.
Christ,
That's right.
Yeshua. It's all
Yahushua.
about it's all
Yeah.
about Jesus. It's all about Yahushua. Everything is because of
And it,
what he did.
yeah. And if you get confused about the name and everything, let's call him what Yahushua will call him in the Bible. Just call him Father
Yeah, the
or the
Father.
Creator.
We we
The
we
Father.
do we do believe that in the triune person of God, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So yeah, it's that not that complicated anymore,
That's true.
right?
I've broken down a couple of times on my videos about, you know, the Father, the Spirit, and the Son and everything. Because in Hebrew, the Father, he's the Godhead, and then the
Yeah,
Son, and in Hebrew, he's not, well, he's the Son, but he's also the Word, as it is in the English Bibles. He's the Word. He's the literal. The way he broke it down to me is that he's the literal words that comes out of his
yeah,
mouth. Okay,
yeah.
and
Okay.
and the Holy Spirit, as they like to call him, is actually his breath, because you
The
can't
breath of
activate the
God.
word without. Right, it's the breath of
Yeah.
God, the Ruach Hakodesh. That's what
Ruach,
that means.
yes.
Yeah.
Ruach.
And yeah, the Ruach HaKodesh. And that's what it means. It means the breath of God. And you can't activate your words without the breath.
Yeah. Anyway. And we
Yeah.
have the Curly Ray in the chat.
Hey, Curly.
Hey. Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Curly Ray, man. He's for such a
Hardworking.
young guy. Huh?
Hardworking. He has a lot of
Yeah.
same as Sergeant Girantina. They
Yeah.
have lots
Yeah.
of streams online on YouTube.
Absolutely. But the thing and the thing about Curly Ray, though, he's for him to be so young, he has a good spirit and a good grasp on our creator. And he's not afraid to talk about it, and I love that. So thank you for being here, Curly. All right, you know how I feel about you, man. You are just you're a good guy with a good heart, and it's rare nowadays that you have somebody so young that's so in
Yeah,
tune with our creator.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So that's the word for today.
Good word,
And
good word.
we have our first topic.
Let's get to it.
Prepare,
Oh,
prepare, Bishop. Let's
I'm ready. I'm ready. I think I
la-
can handle it.
laugh out loud.
Oh, 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 for the love of Pete. Oh, and the thing about it,
Superman and his dog.
they said that this was supposed to be the first live action teaser. The only thing that's moving is the earth. It's what,
Yeah.
and it's, and why does crypto look so raggedy? It's just,
Why does this crypto look shaggy? I mean,
like
like,
he's homeless.
wa-
I mean,
wasn't he Labrador?
he was
Yeah.
a Labrador retriever, a white Labrador. Yes, he was.
So
Listen, this is James.
This is according to Curly Ray. This generation is messed up. They need the word of God.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you realized that too, and that you didn't drink the Kool Aid with the rest of
The
them.
dog is AI generated.
Ah,
That
that's not an excuse. That is
s-
not an excuse.
fire sale continues. Wow. Sin
It
Havoc
does.
knows. This is best to be reminded. Sin
Yeah.
Havoc knows.
Oh, listen. I am totally convinced that Sin is some kind of insider, and he he has all the information. Okay, and yes, there's a fire sale going on. Everything must go, except they're waiting for the highest bidder for the Snyder votes.
Yes, and according to Sergeant Giratina, yes, just the earth and will the real crypto please stand up?
For
Come on,
real.
Sid. Where is he?
The real crypto was on the Titans TV show. That's what that was. The way they did crypto on there was perfect.
Yeah, that's the best crypto
Hmm.
portrayal, except
Hmm.
for the old 1966 The Adventures of Superman.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely,
The
yeah.
New Adventures of Superman. That's the
Mhm.
Superboy segment, and I really love those anime shorts back then.
Yeah, yeah, they were
Anime.
cool. They were cool. But
Okay,
this,
Sin Havoc said it's gonna get worse this weekend. Why?
I believe it. I believe it, and he knows it. And thanks for the warning.
I Curly Ray says I think I should go watch and watch Titans if it comes to Netflix. Uh Titans is in Netflix here
It's
in the
on
Philippines.
Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's in Netflix actually.
Listen, the Titans show was not perfect by any means, but it wasn't horrible. It was a very good show to me. It
It
was a very
was.
good show to me. I really enjoyed it. I really did. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy it too, Curly.
Zack Snyder posts something. James Gunn 60 seconds later, we need to post something. That's
Because
what happened.
he's in constant competition with Zach when he is not on the same level. Please give it up, James. James, if you ever
Yeah.
see this video by any happenstance, James, listen to me. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop.
Listen to the people around you. When they tell you that the suit is too baggy and he looks ridiculous, please, please. And James, for the love of God, I just asked Curly Ray about it and he couldn't answer the question either. James, I have been asking this question since the first time you showed us behind the scenes pictures of the crew.
All
Can you
right.
please still tell me why Mr. Perfect's pants are baggy and tight at the
Okay.
same time?
I'm gonna give you something from my Dracula, Christopher Lee. Wait
You
for it.
see this all the
Oh,
time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, 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 you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Yeah, we see it all the time. So we'll check the chat. Sin Havoc says, just sit back and wait for the punchline.
are you sure we haven't
Hashtag,
seen the punchline already?
hashtag terrific gate continues.
Yes.
Flop after
Terrific.
flop after flop after flop. Upward failure. You see it all the time.
You
And
see that?
Sergeant said the great Christopher Lee.
Oh yes, absolutely. He nailed it straight on the head. And he's not lying. And James Gunn, unfortunately, is one of those people. And it's so sad because I enjoyed every last one of his Guardians movies. I loved them. I loved them
Hey
totally.
Bishop, Sin
Yes.
said you haven't seen the punchline
Oh,
yet. Whoa, so we're expecting a freaking punchline sometime in the future.
oh, help us, Lord.
Man, this
Lord,
is
help us.
this is so dope with me talking to Bishop and all these guys in the chat. And this week has been really great, except for Crypto's shaggy look.
I
But
mean,
you
for
will
God.
soon buckle up. Hey,
I believe it. I believe it. Oh,
your election is coming up next in a few days.
in
And
about 18 days, I think. I think they said, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it
we
is.
have crypto in quotations. Crypto. I mean, if you say crypto, I'm thinking of crypto. What? Hey, integrity is here. What's up,
Hey,
guys?
integrity. My Pearl
So
Harbor brother.
yeah, man,
Hmm.
the chat is really on fire.
Cool. I'm glad you guys are here, man. This is wonderful. This is like a pre-celebration for me hitting 100.
Yeah, this is the celebration.
Yes,
James
sir.
Gunn had to post a reaction to THR negative reception is getting for crypto. Of course, he is.
Listen, 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 listen. James Gunn he's a lot of things, but he's not okay, he might be stupid, but he's not dumb. He's not
Wait,
dumb.
that's totally not correct.
Okay, okay. I'll leave it to suggestion. Okay, I'll leave it to But in my opinion, he sees everything. He knows how the majority of the audience feels about this movie. He
because
knows
because James Gunn is working on Superman L on Twitter on Twitter X.
he
Hey,
he
hey,
sees he sees the feedback, and he knows what the majority of everybody thinks. But you want to know what? He doesn't care because he's going to do what he wants to do. Period. Whether you like it or not, because it's like an inside joke for him and all of his goofy friends that look what I did. Yeah, I made this, and he doesn't care about what everybody else. When everybody's like, it looks stupid, it sounds dumb. What are you doing? So James Gunn, James he's living in his own world, and poor. I forgot the one that's even running the studio with him. What's his name?
Peter Safran.
Peter
Peter,
Safford, he poor thing. He has no say. He's not doing anything. He's not letting Peter do nothing. Peter's
but
not giving nothing.
Peter
He's
is
just,
getting a
he's
bit
just
shaky with all the Zack Snyder praise. Integrity says, is that Superman image with the dog a real promotional image or is that fan made? It's real, Integrity.
unfortunately integrity. It's
It-
100% James Gunn.
It's James Gunn.
Yes, the first supposed live action teaser when the only thing that was moving was the Earth.
The
Yeah,
Earth
that was James.
James is something. Uh, he then said on Twitter X that he just finished a scene somehow editing a scene. So he's director, he's writer, he's the
Yeah,
editor.
He's the producer. He's the executive producer. He's the
Yes.
sound guy. He's the
Wow,
he.
that's real. Oh my God. Right. Integrity. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised he's not writing the score for the movie. He's
He can.
and
He
his
can. He can
and
do it
he's
later. Yes,
and
I'm afraid
probably
so,
since he like
Sergeant.
since he like to give us notes.
Yeah. The notes. The
Uh huh.
infamous notes. It's
Yeah.
well.
hmm It's ridiculous, and it's yes, it's just
I
ridiculous.
can't I can't stop laughing at what we've been having for this past week alone, man. Uh, Sin Havoc already warned us that this shit will happen.
Yeah. Period. And
Yes.
what did James Gunn actually think that the reaction was going to be when he showed a picture of Superman leaning next to
Sitting.
this raggedy stray dog sitting on some kind of complex watching the earth turn? Did he think that we were going to be like, ooh,
Oh,
wow?
I'm afraid not. So
He
integrity says, "Wow, oh wow, I don't even know what to say."
It's shocking, isn't it? It's bewildering your mind. You just cannot wrap your mind around the fact that James Gunn actually made that.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
my
like
friend,
it's
it's
going to be
true.
comedy. Really, it's going
It's
to be
true.
comedy.
This
Yeah,
is letting
it's
you
true.
know exactly what
What
it's
he
going to be
wants.
like.
Yes, it's like when he did the old Scooby Doo movie. I think crypto will somehow talk.
If that dog opens his mouth and has any kind of voice besides an animal, it's going to make it even worse for this movie. Listen,
Curly says the hype is real.
it is. The hype is real. And I want to prepare you guys that okay, I'm going to give one example of exactly how this movie is going to come out. Love and Thunder.
Yeah. So integrity says, I thought it was at least slightly altered, like a
No,
meme or something. I
uh-uh.
didn't realize they were really making it this bad. Jeez. Yeah,
Integrity. Look at me. He named it the first live action
crypto.
teaser.
Oh,
And the only thing that was moving was the earth.
I usually love Superman movies, but geez, that's correct. Integrity. We all love Superman movies
We
because
love
we are.
Superman. I love animated Superman movies. I love classic Superman movies. I love Superman movies. But for the love of God, we don't want this Superman. No one asked for him at all. No one.
Sergeant Giratina said, "Love and Thunder is written all over Gun's Superman movie."
It's going to be the DC
Oh my
equivalent
god!
of Love and Thunder. I'm telling you guys. And
Yeah,
y'all didn't enjoy Love and Thunder. Listen, there were some things in Love and Thunder that I cracked up about because it was dumb. And that was the only reason why I liked it because it was dumb. Because I like
they
stupid
they
things sometimes.
actually they actually altered some scenes from the movie when they release it uh, on Blu-ray for
Oh,
Love
they
and
did.
Thunder. Yeah, they did, and still it's bad. So, Bishop, I want you to continue with speaking about Superman L. There's someone at my gate.
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead. Guys, it's just ridiculous. This Superman movie is just ridiculous. No one cared. No one asked for it. Now, see, I'm not gonna be able to see the comments right now, so just bear with us for a minute. But it's ridiculous. It's absolutely dumb. No one wants this. And you have a Superman who looks like he's in a blanket, wearing a blanket as a cape, with big grandma drawers on that are not even attached to the suit. Then you got Mr. Terrific. We're not going to go into him again. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, the hell we are. The afro with the sideburns. Number one, I find that offensive. Number two, why is he looking like a pimp from the 70s? I don't. You know exactly what his hairdo looks like. For those of you who know The Last Dragon with Bruce Lee, do you know the black guy in there, Jim Kelly? I think it was that Jim Kelly. Do you remember the afro he had? That's exactly what Mr. Terrific looks like, in a suit that is both baggy and tight at the same time. And I still don't understand how that's possible. But leave it to James Gunn. He did. He brought it forth. Then you have a hawk girl who doesn't even look like a hawk girl. The only thing that would make you think that she was a hawk girl is possibly the digitized wings that they're going to put on her and the mace. That's it. Then we have a Green Lantern who's not wearing green. How the hell do you have a green? It's literally in the title of who he is, a Green Lantern. But he's not wearing any green. Where do they do that at? This movie is very confusing to me. Even why would you do things when you know that the people don't want it? Why? It makes no sense. Only thing I can think of is that he just wants to fulfill his own little sick fantasies when it comes to making movies, and he doesn't care about the audience at all. Which that's a tree. A tree is known by the fruit that that it bears, and this is the fruit that he's dropping. I mean, the second the Suicide Squad, his Suicide Squad was majorly disappointing. You know that. We all know that. Okay. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Mm, it's and then he wants to put out this so-called live action teaser with a raggedy looking. Why does Crypto look like he needs a bath? Why does Crypto look like he needs to be brushed?
To blood. Hey,
Hey,
uh,
you're back.
I just received a package
Uh
from
oh.
somewhere. Uh
Oh.
oh.
Uh oh. I love
So
receiving packages. Wait, I
okay.
gotta find
So
it. Okay.
where are we in the chat?
I've been running them
How
out. I went on a rant. I went on
all
a rant.
right.
I
So
did. I did.
okay, we're gonna check the chat.
Okay.
Sergeant Giratina, no one asked for Gun to cancel Man of Steel 2 in favor of a redo of Superman 4.
Nobody.
That's nobody. And welcome, uh, Geek Defense Initiative.
Hey, geek. What's up
Welcome,
now?
welcome to the chat, Dennis. And
Yeah. Another
Integrity
Dennis.
says they don't want this Superman film to succeed. I don't believe it. This is sabotage. They must be intentionally thanking the studio to sell it at yard sale prices or something. Probably.
Unfortunately, no. That's not it. It's James Gunn's ego. Period.
Guns DCU is ridiculous. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Sinavok says garage sale inbound.
Mm-hmm.
Brogo said, "Hi guys, you're really making my night. I love your comments. I totally agree with you, Bishop."
Hey, what's going on, bro? What's up,
GDI
y'all?
says, "Are afros even a thing yet?" Uh,
Well, they're
what?
coming back. Afros are coming back, and but because I told them, I told them, Qatar, that Mr. Terrific. Yes, I went back on Mr. Terrific.
All
I
right.
was talking about now, now,
All the
now,
suits looks cheap for the
they
cheap.
do. It does, because I was talking about how his afro looks like Jim Kelly from Enter the Dragon. You remember you seen that movie before, Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee?
Yeah.
Do you remember
Yes.
Jim Kelly?
Jim Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah. Suddenly, I would like to leave your island. That's what his.
GDI said she's a kid.
And then I was talking about how Hawk Girl. You can't tell that's Hawk Girl. The only reason you're gonna know it's Hawk Girl is by her mace and the wings that they're gonna put on her. That's the only
Uh,
thing. And then you have a Green Lantern
Hashtag sell ZSJL to Netflix. Sell Snyderverse to
to
Netflix.
Netflix. And you have
Yes.
a Green Lantern who doesn't wear green. So, I,
Wow, I knew it. I wasn't gonna like the Batman from the trailer, and I didn't. But at least went to the theater and check it out. I don't even think I'm gonna check this out. Correct integrity.
I'm never going to see this in the theaters. I promise
Sell
you.
is the way.
Sell is the way. I'm never going to see
One
this.
hundred sixty-eight million dollar flop. Whoa. Is
Do
that
you know what I could do with
the budget?
168 million dollars?
Is that the budget? Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
heard it was slightly over that too.
That's exactly what Gunn does. He is a raging narcissist that only
Yes.
wants stuff down his way and no one else.
And he wants to create projects so his brother can play 937,643 different characters in the same movie.
Yeah, it's Gunn. It's a
He's playing
bomb.
two characters
Gunn
in
is
Creature
trying to
Commandos.
silence you.
Two.
Oh, man.
He
Is
is.
is is Gunn trying to silence us?
Never.
Okay, Sergeant Garantina, we got to watch along for the BP. We got to watch along for the Beekeeper next week on Hold My Dual Shock. Are you interested in joining us for
I
the
would
watch
love
along?
to.
Yeah,
Listen, guys, I would love to get in and join some of the watch alongs with you guys, but I only have one device, and that's my phone. So if I was to be on your live stream watching it with you, I wouldn't be able to watch the product. So
yeah.
that's the only reason I'm not on there yet. I'm going to remedy it soon. I'm going to try to get me another little device that I can stream on and then, do the things. Because I want to be there and watch it and comment with you guys on these movies and stuff. But, just hold it down until I get there.
So Sergeant says I won last month as a HD HMDS channel sponsor Brogu, and I picked the Beekeeper for the watch along next week. Wanna come and
Cool.
join us in the yeah, sure. We'll be
I'll
there.
stop. I'll stop by and say a few words and stuff, but I won't be able to stay because I can't watch it.
Man, you guys should have saw me in high school. I had an afro than Jim Kelly.
Who said
is
that?
that right? Is that right, Brogu?
Oh, bro, you did?
Yeah.
Listen, that's so cool. Listen, I've had almost every hairdo you could think of, except for dreadlocks. I haven't had those yet, but I'm buying me some for next month because I'm going to do that for my character in
I
One
used
Punch
to
Man.
have long hair
I
back in
believe
the
you
day.
did. I believe you did. I believe you did. And I know it would look good on you too. You have the facial structure. Everybody can't wear long hair. Okay. But
Yeah.
some people can. And yeah, you would get away with it real
It's
good.
like I had an undercut then uh, sh-
And then you had it
never
on.
there.
Yeah. Had it like faded
Gun
on the
and
sides.
WBD have film a bomb. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So GDI says, also, I wonder how awkward Gun is going to make the romance between the Hawks, you can bet the actor for Hawkman will be much older, probably.
Probably, probably. Do you see how the old guy that he got playing Hal Jordan? I don't
Oh
even want.
man,
I don't even want
the
to get into
Curly
that.
Ray said he his brother is playing a smelly rodent. Yeah, Weasel.
His brother is playing everybody. His
So
brother is playing everyone.
the budget for Superman L is 400 million plus.
That's what I thought.
It's
I
it's
know it was
up
up there.
to 600 million now. That's absurd.
It's ridiculous, and it's going to be, and that's exactly how much money they're going to lose.
Okay, 600. Sin Havoc says 168 million dollars was how much money TSS made in the box office worldwide, because we all know that
You see
It
this all
wasn't.
the
it's
time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, 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 you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
I'm going to
right.
take it back into the '70s, and I'm going to say, right on.
So Integrity says Jim Kelly was great. Uh,
Oh
if
yeah.
you watch Batman: Soul of the Dragon, the animated movie, uh, Bronze Tiger, Ben Turner was based on Jim Kelly.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was based on Jim Kelly, even the clothes he wear and the
Yeah,
afro.
absolutely. Yeah, as a
Bronze
pro.
Tiger.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
GDI said, "Can I join the stream in a while?" So wait, I'm gonna
If
check.
that's my partner, he's the one in control. Yeah,
Okay. So how do we invite? I'm gonna send you
you might have to send him the link.
on YouTube.
Mm,
Wait,
or
I'll
post the link.
send a link on YouTube. I'll post a link on YouTube so you guys can join us.
Yeah,
Okay.
more the merrier, man.
The
We
more
are
the
a
merrier.
family.
And we really love this.
Good. I'm glad you
Doing
guys
this
enjoyed
stuff.
it.
Wait, I had my computer check fix yesterday, so I hope
Cool.
that it won't backfire on me. So
No,
let's
we're
invite
not even gonna
people.
claim that, partner. We're not even gonna claim that. This is an anointed stream.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes,
Wait,
sir.
my YouTube just there it is.
Uh-oh.
Paste the invite, and there it is. You
There
can
you
click
go.
the link over at YouTube. There
Yes,
you
sir.
go. And we'll wait for you guys.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's check
Absolutely.
this out later.
This is fun.
All right. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, now
Absolutely.
we have another. A movie that cheap looking can't be 600 million, according to GDI. It can, and it turns out to be like it is.
Oh my goodness,
Sergeant
man.
Guarantino said, Guns movie won't help people come together. They just divide them further. That's true.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
Christopher
You
Lee to
know.
James Gunn. So you chosen career death. Yes, you did.
Hmm.
So Curly Ray says, I need to head to bed, everyone. Have a wonderful night and God bless you all. Good
God
night,
bless you.
Curly Ray. Nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice
Curly
talking
Ray,
to
go
you.
ahead and get you some rest, man. Get you some rest, and God bless you. And good night.
Yeah, later, Curly Ray. You guys are great according to Brogu.
Thank you, bro. You pretty great yourself,
Yeah.
bro.
We miss having you in the chats at HMDS, Brogu.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got to catch more of
Sid
their chat.
Havoc said, State public municipal records tell the story. All
Mm.
right.
You know, you
So
be dropping some facts.
we have already the link if anyone would like to join the panel.
Yeah,
We're
come on
here.
up. Come on
Yeah,
up and talk to us.
come on up and
Let's talk.
yeah.
Let's talk. Let's talk a little bit about the silliness of James Gunn. Come on, let's do it.
Yes, I think James Gunn releasing the Superman
Oh,
picture.
you mean the first ever Superman live action teaser?
Yeah, the first time that we'll see crypto on screen.
Yeah, and I hope
It's,
they
it's
brush his fur before they put him on screen.
Yep. And now we're inviting uh, Dennis
Hi.
the Medina.
Sorry for the
Oh,
delay. Sorry for the delay.
what's going on, namesake?
I miss you guys too. Tell Katie,
I'm doing
Peter, and
fine.
Andy that
What
I
about
love them. My heart is always you guys. Okay.
All
How
right.
are you, Dennis?
I'm doing
Where
fine.
are
What
you?
about you? I
We're
on my I on oh sorry. I just thought you asked a question.
Go ahead.
okay. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say like I actually I can't talk too loud because I on my parents are asleep upstairs, but nothing else.
So how
Cool.
old are you,
I'm
Dennis?
20. I'm 20, but I still live with my parents.
There's nothing wrong with that. I lived with my
Nothing
mom
wrong with
until
that.
I was
Yeah.
37. I lived with my mom until I was 37 years old until she passed.
Oh, yeah. That's because in my house pretty big, so I'm probably gonna be able to have some independence once I start working. Just currently I'm in college, so that's hard, start working when you're young.
Congratulations.
No, thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Anyway, about Superman Lunacy. Uh,
All right.
man, that crypto photo looks so fake. Like, this girl, I actually am wondering, is really 600 million? Oh, look how fake the Earth looks. It looks like something out of a cheap. In the moon, the moon looks so fake as well. It looks like a rock someone put there, put a picture on. You know those old 50s movies? No, it's old 50s movies. Lots of them were amazing, but like this looks like a 50s movie.
He's
It's a
trying
50 Z
to
movie. Z
that
movie, not even B movie, because they're good the 50s B movies. The
that's
Z movie.
that's the theme that he's trying to come for. He's trying to take it like into that kind of like 50s type of futuristic kind of thing. And it's
But
no
it's
one
not.
asked.
No, no. Retrofuturism, it does fit the character. The problem is that it doesn't look for. Remember the soldiers you see on the background? Let me show you what a retrofuturistic army looks like. Because those modern soldiers in that screen came out, it's not retrofuturism. It's more like uh, it's more like it's both. It's like they're just chopping and gluing things like without thinking about it. It's chopping things from the this thing looks 50s, put it here. This thing is more look here, instead of mixing both 50s and modern, Because I
Yeah,
love retro features like Fallout or Bioshock. That shit's retrofuturistic
yeah, yeah.
because it looks old, but it also looks futuristic, but at the same time, That's not how they are doing it. They're just doing it like.
And another thing, he's trying to be the exact opposite of Zack Snyder.
Yeah, and that's this is another problem, a moral problem actually, because how much barley? Oh, hi Zod.
So we have Zod on our
Hey,
screen,
Hey,
and
what's
we're
going
still
on?
waiting for Sergeant Guillotina.
What's
okay.
going on? What's going on, my friends? Good to
What's up,
see you all.
General?
General.
Ah, yeah.
Retrofuture nonsense.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah.
All right.
He's James Gunn is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I keep saying it, but it's the truth. It's just
It is.
ridiculous.
It is. They get. You know how James Gunn's lying?
Because he's talking.
Yeah, exactly. He
Every
opens his
time he
mouth and
opens
the
his
words
mouth,
come. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he has no plan. Like I think I saw
Thanks, Jim.
something. I think I saw something on Twitter when they were asking him about like the future slate of movies and things, and he came up with some kind of excuse about it's still in the planning stages or something to that effect.
Yeah.
You had this. You've been in control this long, and you mean to tell me you have no idea what the slate is going to be?
No, he showed us his late, but apparently he just backed out of it because he knows won't be able to go
He
that far.
knows that
His days are
it's
numbered
he
as
knows he
CEO.
knows
he's
One Punch
gonna
Dan is coming out, and his days are
to,
numbered.
of
Absolutely.
course
God,
we'll be
look.
getting One Punch Dan.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, Zod, once One Punch Dan comes out and I gonna learn to do all this CGI AI movie stuff, and then I gonna make some movies I need to make because I can't trust Hollywood anymore. I waited for too long for my Starship Troopers book accurate movie. All right.
I'm with you on the Starship Troopers book accurate movie. It
Thank
definitely it
you.
definitely
Thank
needs
you.
to happen. I mean, because here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I love the movie that we got, the original, but the sequels were terrible. And here's the thing, like you said when you were on here the other week, it's not a very faithful story to the
It's not
original
at
book.
all.
It
By the
not
way,
not not in any way, shape, or form. The book is so much different. There's so much more depth. A lot of the characters are very very are very very dense. The book has a much more. I would say that the book is actually kind of cinematic in a way, but it's more
it's more
more
perspective.
literary and
Yeah, it's
respectful
more it's
towards things. Yeah.
it's more introspective. It's more of a hero journey of a boy
Yeah.
becoming a man and all that. A coming of age story.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I never got a chance to read the books though, but
Oh,
I did.
guys, read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to look into that. I did enjoy the first original movie though. I did.
Fun fact: the
Yeah,
movie was actually never meant to be Starship Troopers. They just splattered the name on the
they
movie on the
they,
script last
they
minute to get
just like what
more
happened
book
in
tickets.
BVS, which is not really the title Zach wanted.
Yeah, but like the Star Wars original IP, the Starship Troopers movie, but they didn't know if it was going to carry it out together, so they decided to trick Highland fans into coming to see it because the
Yeah,
book had lots of respect on the sci-fi military scene.
Yeah, I remember that BVS wasn't the original title. Do you remember what the original title
Dawn
was?
of Justice. It's
Dawn of
just
Justice. Yeah, it was just
yeah,
going to be Dawn
because
of
Man
Justice.
of Steel, Dawn of Justice, so on and so forth. It was not meant to be because, and I get it because they are coming off the Dark Knight, which Except the first one had a non-conventional title structure. So
Right. And the studio thought that Batman v Superman would appeal to audiences to make it like a, like a fight, like a boxing
Yeah,
match or an MMA kind of a thing, rather than
a
rather than
conspiracy thriller.
focusing on the story of what it was supposed to be. Yeah, that was
And,
all
and
studio.
so much so that the fight itself, it was not the point of the movie. The movie actually, the fight, you pay attention, is actually a sad moment. There's literally raining, which is actually accurate to the Dark Knight Returns, which also plays the fight as a sad moment, how they both failed as heroes.
Yeah,
yeah,
this,
it
And,
yeah,
was, it was
yeah,
sad, but it was
yeah. The
so
fight
good.
isn't.
It
The
was
fight
really
is
good.
not the way. The fight is not the way Lex Luthor wants it to be, because Lex Luthor, he essentially, like, he threw in those lines where Lex Luthor was like day versus night, fight night, kind of making it, because that was the way the studio was promoting the movie. The studio was making the movie out to
yeah,
be some sort of big, grudge match for the
you
ages,
know, you know,
like a Mike Tyson fight, and here
the,
all it is it's
what's
two sad
incredible
heroes.
about the BVS, the most absurd thing about the BVS marketing is don't know any any movie trailer that gave up so much and so little at the same time about a movie, because we got all the twists, all the plot developments, but it also didn't give the tone and the style were wrong, because it played an action movie, but it was a conspiracy thriller. It was a thriller, not an action. It was thriller, a mystery. They always say BVS is not an action movie; it's a thriller. Once you understand that, you can understand the movie.
And I remember the controversies around that time when they revealed that uh what's his name,
What?
the when they revealed
Doomsday?
Doomsday. Thank you. I
Yeah,
Yeah.
couldn't think of his name.
Doomsday.
Everybody was hot because they was like, "You're telling too much of the movie."
And they
Yeah.
did tell too much of the movie and tell too little at the same time. It's incredible how bad that marketing was.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't think they should have showed Wonder Woman. They should have said to Patty, start shooting in secret, but let's keep it under wraps that she's Wonder Woman. Like, and keep it like hidden from the public, and then have Patty shoot Wonder Woman after BVS finished shooting and is about to be released, and do it like slowly, so it can be because the movie is making a big build up for her being Wonder Woman. It's like a reveal in the movie
I lost
itself.
my mind. I lost my mind. I did. I got to admit it. When she dropped out of the sky and went like this.
Ah,
And
yeah, it's amazing.
oh, I was done.
That's an awesome reaction to that. Uh, Bishop.
Yeah.
The Bishop. So, Zod, how are you, man?
I'm
Busy?
great, man. Sorry I'm late, gentlemen. I
It's okay.
been,
And late as
been
well,
busy.
Zod, if that serves you anything.
You're a busy man.
Yeah. You're so busy these days. And how's the rendering for One Punch Man?
It's on hold right now because I'm having a very, very difficult time with my internet. I'm going through getting the runaround through several internet service providers. I'm
Mhm.
having several issues now, and I'm
Uh,
trying to get that straightened out, because my internet needs to be uh, top for all the work that I'm doing. I cannot have, shoddy, janky,
Right.
socks bulletin,
Hey,
Hey.
style internet. All right.
Josh
I,
Herrera is in
I
the
cannot
house.
have that. And there he is, just Josh. You see?
Yeah.
Here
What's
we are.
up,
Hey,
Josh?
We're talking
Partners
about
in
One
justice.
Punch Stand, and
better
then
late than never.
we
Don't
got
forget to
just Josh
smash
over
the
there.
like.
Yes. Yes. You see?
Yes. The
Yeah.
Bishop and Josh, just
So
Josh. We are partners.
I've been dealing with this. It's been an ordeal. I've been dealing with this these internet problems since last week, and it's been
Yeah,
keeping me.
we had the same. I just had my internet connection fix yesterday,
Okay,
and I
yeah,
was so mad.
it's crazy to me. So let me say I I went with Xfinity because Xfinity was supposed to give me, the fastest internet they had. I said I need the best internet of all time. So they they signed me up. They sent me out the new modem, and they come to my apartment, and I guess I was wired up for Xfinity internet, but they had, for some reason, the wires were cut or something on the outside. So now I
Oh
guess they've
man,
got to
that's
they've got to send people. They got to send like a team of technicians out to actually rewire the side of the building where I live, and it's this big ordeal, and I don't know what day that when they're going to come out, and they do it at random, and they don't really have any set time as to when they can come out and do it. And then there's all these issues with my apartment, and then there's all this other stuff, and then so I contacted another company, and I was getting some similar things. So right now I'm stuck with some very I'll just call it mediocre internet for the time being. So I'm
so.
kind of
Brogo said it's amazing how these internet connections are in and out. Good, good night. I'm paying good money for my internet service and just
yeah, yeah,
back and forth.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Brogu, you're right, 100%. It's unbelievable. And I went with them because I thought they're the top one, and then I tried to go with Verizon, but I'm having some issues because Verizon is having some issues with putting
I don't
internet
know why, but
internet into
it
my
seems like
area or something. So I'm just like,
the
I don't know
internet
what y'all are
problem
doing,
is
but you're gonna
global.
have to fix this because I got a movie to finish. I can't be sitting here
Yeah.
uh, being stuck with no good internet you know to yeah, it's all good. Yeah,
It's
well,
all good. One
hopefully,
touch
Josh, it's
dance
not
and
pause not stop,
it's
because the fate of
pause,
pause
not
not
stop.
stopped is not a good one. So let's just hope that's not the case,
That
because
won't
we do not need.
happen.
I'm, I am right now. I'm sitting here like pulling what little hair I have out, because I'm like, man, this needs to get straightened out, because I cannot be working with
New
mediocre internet.
hashtag internet gate.
Internet gate. Yeah, it makes no sense. I'm like, what is we're in 2024 now. We're headed into 2025. Internet should be perfect now. Just like you ever notice, like with cell phones, what excuse do cell phones, these expensive
Zod,
cell phones that we
Zod.
have
The
nowadays, have
students
to
are
not have good
scared of
connection?
you and they're screwing you over.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
are.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
think we're
maybe,
gonna have to downgrade our plan for the internet. It's
yeah.
well,
yeah,
just look at it this way, Zod. Just look at it this way. Maybe it's just this right now because you've been hitting it hard ever since you started this project. You've been hitting it hard. Maybe the Lord is just letting you like, okay, take a break real quick, recharge, and I'll get your stuff together, and then you can go on back to
and
work.
Yeah,
Sin
well,
Havoc said solar
I'm
storms
I'm
continue
trying to look
throughout
at.
the
I'm
world.
actually trying to look at it that way, but I mean, it hasn't stopped, because all it's done is made me even worse creatively, because now it's like all I'm writing more, and I'm trying to develop more and planning to add more and change some more things when I finally do get the good internet working again. Because the internet that I have now, here's the thing: don't ever do this. You know how you said you talk about Motorola all the time, and you say don't ever get a Motorola phone,
Never,
don't ever put
ever.
yourself through that. I'm telling people this right now, and I'm saying it live. Do not ever give T-Mobile home internet a chance, because you're going to be sorry, and you're gonna be begging for mercy and praying that you're gonna have to pray to your modem to get it to function. So just So just whatever you do, don't go for any of those services. Now my problem is I'm sitting here right now. I gotta figure this out. I'm
Preach,
like
Bishop.
when
Shout
this
out.
when this works, when it works, it works okay. But I don't need okay when I'm trying to render
Yeah,
hours upon hours of video. Okay. We're literally
that's
talking
true.
about I'm rendering a movie. I'm at the point where I'm trying to get the movie to, you know, into a watchable state so that I can sit down and actually screen, a fully competent cut of the movie. That's what I want at this point. I mean, because we're
Mhm.
not that far out from where I want to be. I want to have this, like I was telling you guys, I want to have this thing finished long before the actual release date because
Yeah,
I want to be able to farm it out and give people a chance to see it and
Yes.
kind of that kind of thing. But at this point, I'm just like, okay, but I'm trying to take this like you said, Bishop, like the Lord is telling you, okay, Zod, you need to slow down just a little bit now. We're gonna give you a bit of a break here, and then once the internet comes back up, you'll be on all cylinders. But I don't know because I'm sitting here getting the runaround. I still haven't heard from Xfinity. The last Xfinity technician came out here on Saturday, and that's when he told me the story about the tag team of technicians that's supposed to come out and basically rewire everything. So I'm like,
Tag team,
well, when are they coming out? When's this happening? I still haven't heard from them. They're gonna call me. I'm not gonna call them. They gotta call me and tell me when they're available to come out and do it because these technicians rewire at their convenience.
yeah.
That's what I've
They
heard.
they
So
they did rewire some of our connections here, and we've been calling them since early September, early August, for them to just
I'll
check
I'll
out
I'll
our
make the best
connection.
of it, even if I have to use this mediocre internet for the time being. I'll still get stuff done. I just won't be able to get it done as quickly as I've been moving. Because, like I said, I
Mhm.
was telling everybody I've been ahead of schedule. I'm like, now you put me behind,
No,
but
no,
I was
no, you
ahead of
you were
schedule.
put in a ringer.
Now I,
Yeah.
now I'm
Maybe this
humbled
is the
because now I'm
universe's way
behind.
of compensating.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I was ahead of schedule. I was ahead of schedule, but
Yeah, like I said, you've been hitting it hard since you started it. So, maybe our father was like, "Okay, son, I see what you're doing, but you gotta, just chill out
Sin
for a
Havoc
bit."
says Hubs had been shut down on purpose. They're getting ready for the rollout. I
Mm.
wonder. Yep.
yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
We'll
Hopefully,
see.
hopefully things improve. I don't know, because
Yeah.
Timo, because this is how desperate I am for my better thing. Like I'm having all these
Kneel
issues
before
with
Zod
with the
Writer's
damn
schedule.
T-Mobile internet. Even T-Mobile is sending me out another box, and I'm desperate enough at this point for them to send me out another box because we got to figure something out. So I'm like, okay, go ahead. And I'm
The-
like,
the-
whoever that comes through, I'm about to go back to AT&T, and I swore I would never go back to AT&T, but at this point, I got to do something. I'm like, this is terrible.
the
So
gra-
Uh,
I'm just,
the
you have to
spirit
restore something.
oh
the
man.
spirit is telling me to tell you just to be patient. Just be patient. It's coming back. See, the project that you're doing is anointed. It's meant to be. So it's going to get done. It's just it's going to get done in His time, and it's going to be done before. It's going to be done well before the due date. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just just be
Yeah.
patient. It's
Well,
coming.
you guys were talking about James Gunn's 1950s
Oh
slapstick
God.
superhero movie,
Slapstick superhero.
Superman Lunacy. I
Oh
heard
God.
I heard that there's a chance that they might move that date. It might not even be because
Yeah.
because he's nearly
So
done
much
with it.
for
They might
it's
move
my
that date.
father's birthday.
They might move it, but
Uh,
maybe. But that's what I well, that's what I was thinking, Dennis. Maybe they won't move it because James Gunn's trying to make it like it's all sentimental about his dad's birthday. He don't
Yeah.
care about his dad's birthday.
Yeah, but
No,
but but
I'm gonna
but
dedicate. I'm gonna dedicate One Punch Dan to his dad. Let's be real here. I'm gonna give his dad a real movie. I'm gonna be like, this movie is dedicated to the late great Scooper Supreme Mikey Sutton and to James Gunn's dad. That's what it's gonna be.
so
And
you
it's gonna
guys
say,
nah.
and
read
it's
the
gonna
You
say,
should
and
read
it's
the
you
gonna say
should
it
in-depth
you
right,
should
magazine
you
and it's
should
gonna
have
the
and it's gonna
first
say it in there.
issue
It's gonna say it in there
with
just
Zack
like that. James Gunn's dad.
Day.
you should have dedicated James Gunn's dad condom. You tried.
So Sin Havoc says, I also heard it might be moved to either May or August.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, Sin Havoc.
Wow.
If
My
they do
God.
that, and here's the thing: if they do that, that's great. That's great for me because
You
the
Yeah.
know,
only reason I made One Punch Dan July 11th was because
It's
I
because
want
of
to compete
Superman
directly with
L.
that movie. So if they move the date, that's fine. That takes the pressure off of me because that gives me more time
guys,
to do
Yeah.
things
you
that I
you
want to
know
do.
what we need to schedule? You know that new Zack
Might
UFC movie there's been rumored he's making for theaters?
I think so.
oh,
Yeah, now imagine Zack releases his UFC movie on the same week or around the same time as Superman Lunacy, and the movies compete. And Zack's boxing MMA movie beats Gun's supposed superhero epic.
Well,
One
that's going
Punch
to happen
Dan.
anyway.
I know, but still,
There's
the
no
have
hype for
that
this movie
competition between
whatsoever.
the two.
Nobody cares about this movie.
I know,
And
guys.
James Gunn's
It's
fans
gonna
and
pay
James
Out
Gunn's fans are not
I
for
used
enough.
to
One Punch
Gun has fans. I thought he just
UFC
had
bite.
angry Snyder haters that will cling to anything that's not Zack's and then forget it
Yeah.
immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
I bet.
So did you guys read this on
I read
Inverse?
the Frankie Miller interview.
What
Oh,
does it say? You know my eyeballs. What does it say?
this is Zack Snyder introduces the 2024 superhero issue of Inverse Mag. So this is Zack Snyder doing his own uh, interview.
Mm.
The director of 300, Justice League, and more teams up with Inverse for a special issue all about talking superheroes and the comic book seriously by Zack Snyder. Nice. So it says here, as someone who grew up immersed in the endless inspiring pages of comic books, my journey began with the provocative pages of heavy metal, an anthology that opened my eyes to the limitless potential of illustrated storytelling. Yes, it is. Heavy metal was a revelation. It showed me that comics could go beyond superheroes and the children's tale, delving into truly adult themes like sexuality, violence, and morality. What stood out to me was the work of many European artists and writers who brought different, more mature perspectives, the ones rooted in a distinctly European morality, especially regarding sex and the graphic illustration. This shift into the perspective changed how I saw illustrated storytelling. I began to understand what comics could explore uh, complex, raw, and uncomfortable themes in ways they feel both mythology and artistic.
Mhm.
Sinabok says, New York Comic Con this weekend. We'll see what else gets revealed.
If Gun
Okay.
doesn't cancel again because he's totally scared.
So
Listen,
you
guys,
see,
just it's coming.
heavy metal.
I just gotta say, I just had to put that in there. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
There's a reason why Zach is talking about things like this. Okay,
yeah. It,
it's coming.
what's
I
going
heard.
on is the question.
Now, real question. Do you guys think it's gonna be Netflix or Comcast or Universal or someone else?
Netflix.
Netflix.
I hope it's Netflix, but I wouldn't mind if it's someone else, as long as it's not guns hands. Stay out of it.
The only
I
reason I
would,
say
guys, I wouldn't sleep. You know what? I think it's going to be Netflix too, but I'll tell you guys, I would not sleep on Amazon. I think Amazon
yeah,
might
Amazon
have a
True.
might
chance too.
Even
Amazon
even
might
even more.
steal
Isn't
it
Ben
under
at,
the rug.
isn't Ben at Amazon right now?
who
So is
Ben
Henry.
Affleck?
Yeah, Ben and Henry
Yes,
both were
Yeah,
working at Amazon.
Ben is in Amazon and Netflix.
And Henry as well. So they have two actors and one director, which is Ben again. And so I think it's a good start. They can also have a chance at starting the franchise.
So
what do you?
Oh,
it says here in this article, one of the most transformative moments for me was The Dark Knight Returns with the line, "The rain on my chest is a baptism.
baptism,
I am
born
born
again.
again." This moment transformed Batman to something larger than life. My copy of The Dark Knight was a freebie from my buddy from New Jersey, and it's been
You
with me
know,
since
I
college
have I,
days.
I have a virtual copy of The Dark Knight Returns. I'm still trying to find a physical one. It's really hard to find. I've been searching used bookstores. I had found one, but I decided to save it for later, and then they sold it. My biggest
Yeah.
regret is not having bought that copy and not having bought a copy of Daredevil Born Again. They are the two only ones that I've missed in my Frank Miller collection.
And I like the
This-
fact that Zach, showed an ode to that comic in
Oh yeah,
BVS.
all over BVS. The way the battle
Yes.
Yeah.
always is.
Remember when he was running from Doomsday and he hit the
Yeah,
wall and he struck the pose when the lightning struck? I was like, that's so cool. That was really cool.
I am aware of what Amazon is doing to storytelling. Well,
oh, it's just one
Mhm.
show, Girantina. Just one show. Rings of Power sucks. They do good stuff as well.
Mhm. Mhm.
so we all remember that the grim and gritty era of comic books
In the 80s,
happened
yes, the good old
because
days.
of two writers, Alan Moore and
In Frank
Frank Miller.
Miller.
Miller,
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
and Zack Snyder doing his work influenced by those books made in the grim and gritty era makes sense because man, we have to grow sometimes as comic book fans.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I don't understand why people are so upset about like the way Zach presents like the superheroes and stuff. Because that's what you need. Everything is not always about catching, saving kittens out of trees, or or just saving, helping an old woman across the street. There's bigger things that go on in the universe and in the of hero of the DC and stuff. You got to get into more adult themes, more serious things that will
The
because it's
way I see
reflecting.
it, the way I see it, sorry to bother,
Mm,
but the way I see it, um, then there can be room for both, right? We can have
yeah.
friendly comedy stuff. We can have serious, gritty stuff. You
Mhm.
guys know the story of the Harry Palmer movies, the Harry Palmer trilogy that was released in the 60s with Michael Caine?
Hmm.
Well,
Michael
I
Caine.
Harry Palmer, look
forgot.
up the Harry Palmer movies. They were made by the studio who made James Bond because they realized that as the Bond movies
Read
got
some
progressively
80s comics
wackier,
from DC.
as
Harry
the Bond
Palmer.
movie, as the Bond movies started to get progressively wackier back in the 60s, there was an entire crowd of spy fans who like the books for its grittier, more
Hmm.
cerebral and gritty style,
That's
that didn't like Goldfinger or other movies like that, more stylized Bond movies.
Oh,
So,
damn.
so they made Harry Palmer. So they made the Harry Palmer movies, which were grittier and more to that Cold War mindset,
I have to check that out.
So, so there were two like Bond, two set by the same studio who made two different franchises to appeal to two different crowds. And I find it very interesting. And that's what we miss in superhero movies. That's why the genre is dying. Because
It
unlike
is.
Mhm.
spy movies, people don't
Yeah,
spy movies. Unlike spy movies, there's lots of one style and very little of the other, while both are needed for both crowds.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I agree. I agree.
And that's why, by the way, I against the comparison with westerns of superheroes with westerns, because westerns come in all shapes and sizes, while superhero movies currently come in just one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That is an excellent point. That is 100% true.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. We all have this model template in our heads that
Until One Punch Man
superhero.
comes out, I just got to say,
Yeah,
I'm about to change the genre. Oh my God, yo.
Change
yeah,
it. Just change it
Let's
all.
hope so. Let's hope so, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's groundbreaking and genre changing, genre changing stuff. So let's continue with the article. Dr. Manhattan is not no longer just a superhero. He's something far great and more terrifying, an embodiment of the ultimate power detached from humanity. This concept of religious terror and the idea of a godlike creature uh, figure being reduced to a tool for national interest is a far cry from the traditional superhero narrative. So if you think about it, they made Dr. Manhattan into a Superman of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get a comparison. I think he's a very interesting, but I think like the characters, the comparisons are more scattered. Like it's like Watchmen is very interesting because the power of Superman is in Doctor Manhattan, the figure of the most
Hey,
powerful
Sergeant,
creature with his status
got
of
a yeah.
absolute
Good night,
power.
Sergeant
By
Giratina.
Sergeant,
Good
Good
night,
night.
Sergeant.
Keep up
by Sergeant.
the work, man. I'll be
Take
watching
care, Sergeant.
your streams.
Thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for coming through.
Man, thank you.
Anyway, so Doctor Manhattan is like one thing I say about Watchmen is like if the human aspect of Superman was removed from the superhero aspect of the movie
Yeah,
of the story, because like um, Night Owl, he's a very Clark Kent figure. He's a very Superman figure in terms of his behavior, his persona, his whole heroism. Well, Dr. Manhattan has all the power, all the strength. What makes Superman such an interesting character is because he makes the two. So what Moore did was interesting. He separated the two. He took a character who had superpowers, was basically God among men, and separated from the character who had all the humanity, who had the good heart, he had the the nerdy aspect.
yeah. It's with great powers comes
Great
Yeah,
great,
responsibility.
yeah, according to Stanley, who during
Absolutely.
that time when he
in this
created
book.
Spider-Man, he took all the credits and gave Steve Ditko
He
almost anything.
eventually did give Ditko something later afterwards,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
eventually they had a falling
After
out.
the fact.
But actually, after some time, they patched it up during the later years of their lives, and they eventually die friends.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
interesting. But they die actually a month out of each other. Actually,
Yeah, they did.
I have a theory about what resulted in those deaths, but that's more like a joke than anything else. Spider-Man is Iron Man Jr.
Spider-Man Junior.
Iron Man Jr. He saw the. He took a while for them to process the dumpster fire. He saw the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, then they immediately started took a year for them to process it, and then they died.
Sin Havoc
Shame.
says this is unfortunately they have great power with no responsibilities. Yeah,
Yeah.
those who control, take control of you know every little thing.
Oh, I
Hmm.
wish there was an Illuminati. Maybe the world wouldn't be so fucked up. Anyway, sorry for the swearing.
Yeah,
That's
it's
another
okay,
story.
man.
That's another
So
story.
this is the last part of the article I'm gonna share. In this narrative, we see more mirroring of social struggles, whether it's the critique of authoritarianism in The Dark Knight Returns or the exploration of power and ethics in Watchmen. Superman as a metaphor, American might, and political figures like Nixon and Reagan, cast with graphic narratives, offer us a lens through which to examine the social and political landscape of their times. These characters and stories challenge us to reflect on the ethical and moral implications of power, heroism, and governance. As we turn the pages of our favorite comic books, I invite you to appreciate them not just as entertainment, but as often profound commentary to our shared human experience in the vivid interplay of word and image we find a mirror reflecting the triumphs, tribulation, and transformative movements of the 20th century beyond and beyond. Let's continue to explore questions and celebrate the depth and diversity of this remarkable art form. Yours, Zach. That
I
was
love how he
awesome.
mentions the diversity of their art form. Comic books can be a lots of things. They don't need to be the same thing over and over again. Heard it? Modern comic books.
Yeah.
Oh, there is GDI secret societies are
Oh
real.
God, I don't want to get
Indeed.
in the rabbit hole. Sorry,
Yeah,
pal.
okay.
And one of the things I like to equate like heroes with like Superman and Doctor Manhattan. I mean, extremely powerful beings. I like to equate that with us, as in real life as being followers of the Creator,
Yeah,
because He has that ultimate real power like that, and we can all be partakers of it if we decide to tap into it, you know. And it's some steps you have to take in order to tap into that power. But when you do that, the question is, when you do tap into that power and he bestows it upon you, what are you going to do with it? You see,
yeah,
and that's the whole thing about being a follower of the way, and being a follower of our Creator, is because He will bestow power on you, and it's something like being a mutant. You don't know what your power is. Your power could be in singing and writing music. Your power could be in directing a wonderful upcoming new blockbuster faith-based comic book movie called One Punch Man, or
yeah,
it could be Dr. Katal being on his podcast, spreading the word to people around the world. Each one of our powers are different, but it's up to us to continue to tap into the source, hone our powers, and then give it to the world. And so that's
yeah,
why I like to, kind of equate those powers with like Superman, because that's what he did. He had to learn his powers, he had to accept his powers, and then he had to decide on what he was going to do with those powers. And he decided to be a beacon of hope, you know. And
yeah.
I just like to, make that correlation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but
The
still,
rabbit
cool.
hole.
It goes deep.
It's it goes deeper
It
than
goes deep.
what we've been experiencing with
Oh, it
the
goes deep.
old deeper, man.
Ooh. People have
And
no idea how this world is. It truly is.
integrity says, I live inside the rabbit hole.
You just went down. See, integrity. You just went down in the damn rabbit hole and just said, "Damn it, I'm not coming back."
And he
To be
just said,
fair,
what's up, doc?
Right?
I
You
thought
went.
I thought I had that mental image the moment he said rabbit hole.
Exactly. And 'cause you're so deep in the rabbit hole, you crawl around like Bugs Bunny. You stay underground. Okay, and you pop up every now and then, and you be like, you knew you should have made that left turn at Albuquerque. But any old Bugs Bunny cartoon fans know where I got that from.
Yeah, you got that right, doc.
Every time he pop up out of the ground, be like, I knew I should have made that left turn at Albuquerque. It's a trip. But yeah,
You
guys,
have
this thing
you
is
have no
serious.
idea what's inbound. Yeah, of course.
You know
Anyway,
what?
anyway, if you can talk about something else, please. I was going to say something now, I completely forgot. Let me
You
just
Oh,
forgot.
remember. Let me remember. Let me just remember. Oh yeah, I remember. I was actually thinking. Continue.
What?
You guys come up with a
don't worry
subject.
about it.
I can add it.
Don't worry about your
Integrity
20.
said,
It happens to us too.
I
Don't worry about
just
it. Man.
popped my head. I just popped my head up, and the YouTube censors whacked me right back down. Where
Just when I thought I
did
was out, they pull me
We'll
back
be back
in.
here.
did, did YouTube censor you,
Godfather.
man?
I got censored by YouTube once.
Uh,
I got flagged by
Nobody
YouTube
watches my videos, so I don't know
twice.
how they figure out I even exist. But I got
Yeah.
censored once
well,
by YouTube. The movie was for hate speech, quote unquote. The video was
Oh,
a tribute to the guys who tried to kill Hitler. So I guess they like Hitler and I can't hate Hitler.
wow. Hitler, man.
fortunately, I haven't been struck or
I
anything.
watched something last night that reminds me of Hitler. The, I was watching.
There's actually a new movie about Hitler out there for people that want to watch, called Hitler and Goebbels, and
No.
Oh, Goebbels.
the relationship between those two. It's really good. It's a riveting movie if you guys are like history
You
buffs
know,
and are into that kind of stuff.
I'm really into history, but no, a movie we really want to see. A
Well,
romantic comedy, which is about Hitler and Stalin. They bond over killing Jewish people.
wow,
And then they can have Beria as the pedophile best friend.
wow.
Yeah,
I know. That sounds
I'm
like
sorry for
an
integrity.
absurd.
He got shadow bound, shut down, shadow
Oh, he did?
banned earlier today and yesterday and the last week. It's so
Oh,
lame.
that's crazy. Yeah, the truth is in danger. The truth is really in danger.
Bishop, I love how you put things together. You're so right on these things. I'm with you 100%.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you. It's just the way that the creator drops things in my heart. He put it's almost like puzzle pieces that fall together. And I see I'll be like, oh, okay. He'll give me something, and I'm like, okay, well that matches with that. But you put those
Mhm.
together, and then it goes with that. That makes sense, and then you put that together, and then all this makes sense. That's how it just comes to me like that, and I appreciate him for that. That he's trusting me to get the knowledge that he has, to benefit all of us. Because it's not
Yeah.
just I'm the
You
bishop, but I'm
know,
learning. I'm learning just like I'm you guys are learning with me,
And you're not that doctor.
and I'm not that doctor. I'm the bishop.
No, you're not. You're the bishop.
just 1 minute. Let
I'm
me
the bishop
just.
who's up to 100 subs. Yeah.
Yes! Congrats!
I'm I
I have
want
some I have around let me just see how many subs I have actually. I have more. I have 234 subs, but they're mostly British people that see the sandbaggers on my channel and subscribe.
okay.
They're mostly British old people that watch a single show I posted once.
Cool.
Never actually finish it.
Congratulations, Bishop. You're
Congrats.
the
Thank
bishop,
you.
Bishop.
That's right.
You see how it works, Bishop?
That's
See the bishop. See the bishop is on the rise, giving everybody
Yeah,
that spiritual food, and that's what's necessary. You see?
I
that's
have
Yeah.
to. It's my
that's
job.
inbound.
That's my job.
The spiritual awakening, reawakening of the people.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Well, in the Bible, in the Book of Acts, the Lord said, "In the last days, said God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Your sons and your daughters will prophesy. The old men will dream dreams, and the young men will see visions, and your maid servants and manservants will also prophesy." And
Yeah.
this is the time now. This is the time of making a choice. You choose who you will follow this day. Is where we're at now. Either you're going to follow the creator of all things, who is good, righteous, and mighty, or you're going to stick to this world and you're going to follow what the world is going to have to deal with, because his wrath is coming back on this world because they wanted to reject him. Go ahead and keep rejecting him if you want to. I'm gone when he comes to
Congratulations.
get us, to save us away from this place while he tears it up. I'm out.
you know,
And I'm
we
trying to
could,
take y'all with
we could, guys. Sometimes I think we should use Rio de Janeiro. Could use the Gamora treatment.
Ah man, Gomorrah and Sodom. It's really
yeah, yeah. It's
No,
gonna.
no, but Rio
You
de
think
Janeiro,
wait a minute,
Gamora. Don't worry.
wait
Rio
a
de
minute, wait a minute,
Janeiro,
baby boy.
Gamora, and I gonna love to see the city burn to the ground.
Wait a minute, baby boy. Let me tell you something. What's going after the great catching away, where he comes and cracks that sky, and the sound of the trumpet with the voice of the archangel come, and all of us who are still living will be caught away after the dead in Christ rises first. I'm trying to tell you what's coming on this earth, and the people who rejected him and prevented people from getting the word will make Sodom and Gomorrah look like a playground
and
session.
I think
It'll be like
that's
kids at the playground.
inevitable.
It's going to be devastating. And like it says, all eyes will see, all knees will bow, and all
So
heads. And
this
yes,
is
all
this,
yeah.
this is nice. That integrity wrote Bishop's channel is cool. Definitely got me rethinking my worldview.
I'm
That's awesome.
thankful for that. I'm
That's
thankful for
awesome.
that. I'm glad that God could use me for that, because that's what I want. I know there's a lot of people who are on the fence. They're just like independent voters. You're on the fence. You don't know which way you want to go. But the truth will always prevail. The truth, the real truth. I'm not talking about I'm living in my own truth. No, just because your truth is your truth don't mean it's the truth. I'm talking about
That
the
that
truth.
that I'm living in my own truth sounds so much
Just one
post
question: Are the Snyder haters going
postmodernism.
to hell?
Say it
What?
again.
Are the Snyder haters who harass people on Twitter going to hell?
The Snyder haters.
Oh, this.
Mm,
The ones that
Listen, if you
harass
don't
people
have
on
any,
Twitter,
listen,
the
if you
Maxim
can,
Malones of the world, they are going to hell, right? Because if they are, I'm
listen.
happy, I'm glad, I'm thankful. I content
Listen.
on sending those pricks to hell. All right, everything else is secondary.
Now, Dennis. Now we're not we don't want to wish anybody to go to hell,
I know,
but
I'm just joking.
I know, baby. I
yeah,
know.
we know.
I
We
know,
know.
baby.
We
But
know you're joking.
if they keep doing what they doing, they're gonna be right on that bus.
And,
you
and,
know,
and I believe, Bishop, that it is a bus. What happens is when you die, when you go to hell, you get on one of them dirty, grimy school buses, and the bus driver,
Yeah, that old dilapidated
where the
school
bus
bus.
driver smells like 2 weeks bo, no shower, and he and
and
he's dri-
cheese.
and he's driving down this
We love talking
long
with you too, Brogo.
like desert road, and so that's how you start your descent into hell.
Yes.
You're on this bus for
Uh-huh.
what seems like an eternity, headed straight there. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you something too. Like when my mom, the 15th was my mom's birthday, the anniversary of her birthday. She would have been 87. But
Mm.
after she passed, right after she passed, and I remember she came to me in a dream, and she was in what she usually wear with her hair and everything. She was sitting at our kitchen table, and her nickname for me was Monkey because when I was born, I had like a lot of hair on my forehead, and she said I looked like a little light skinned monkey, so she always called me Monkey.
Monkey.
So yeah, just like Barry Allen in The Flash, Ezra Miller. I
Uh-huh.
cried on that scene. Remember when he was talking to himself and he said he wanted that thing because mom called us monkey.
Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
cried on that because I identify with that. But she told me the only thing she said in my dream was, "Monkey, I'm okay." And then I saw her. It switched from her sitting at the table. I saw her switch to this long train, and she got in the
Hmm.
train. She looked back at me and smiled, and then she went on to glory.
Yeah.
Usually,
There's
I
a
will never
train
forget
coming.
that. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes. So
Yes, in the
That
coming.
song.
this thing is serious, y'all. This thing is real and stuff. That's why I'm trying to help us to get prepared for, to be ready when it's time to be ready.
People get ready. We need to
Yes,
be ready. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, man. It's a
Who's
good thing.
this? We have Wesley Curry, the
Hey,
second.
Hi, sir.
what's going on, Mr. Curry?
Yeah. How are you?
How do you do?
Welcome to Faith
Yeah.
and Comics.
Yeah, you guys
Welcome.
are really lukewarm.
What do you
What?
mean?
Lukewarm?
What do you
Yeah, you're
mean?
not hot, you're not cold, you're kind of lukewarm. Wishy washy.
What makes you
We
say
have to
that?
be hot. Some
Well,
like
did
it hot.
Jesus appear to you and tell you to tell the vision?
Well, Yahushua talks to me.
No, no, no. There was a voice that told you, "I will turn and toss you violently like a ball." On October
Hmm.
10, in the year 2005, you were paralyzed in your bed when it spoke. That wasn't Yahusha, that was Satan. There was a voice that spoke in your head and said, "Don't tell the vision." You were
Don't
paralyzed in your bed
television.
on March 31st in the year 2020. That there's no God named Yahusha. The name of God is Jesus. The voice
No,
that told you don't tell the vision was Satan.
no,
And
it
you believe
wasn't.
Satan is God.
Oh God, you're getting
No, 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 no,
Jesus,
wait,
would
Okay.
wait, wait, wait. Let me handle this, guys. Let me handle this.
yeah,
Remember, I'm
Jesus,
not
would
that
you
doctor.
please Yeah, Jesus, would you please remove part of the Holy Spirit from that fraud liar's tummy and all those other
Well,
tummies coming out?
listen, son. First of all, I know that you're not of God, anyways, because you came in here wrong.
Yeah.
Your whole attitude is satanic. Okay.
Okay.
Number one, I don't know what you're talking about. Me being paralyzed on the bed and back in the
You're
2000. I
gonna
don't know
feel
what you're
like you're
talking
gonna
about,
lose your home now, fraud. You're not a
baby. I've
minister
been,
of Jesus. You
son.
believe
I've been in
Satan is
my
God.
home. So I've been in my home for 13 years straight. No bills have been left behind. I've never missed a bill or a payment. You want to
Yeah,
know
look at
why?
your hands.
Because he gave me this apartment. I didn't know anything about these people after I got on my disability. I knew nothing about these people. These people called me and sent a letter to me, and I've been here for 13 years, flawlessly. And it's by the grace of the Creator. And
When
yes, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Y'all know me.
I say you're
Listen.
a liar and a fraud.
But
I say
that's
you
your
don't believe
opinion,
in Jesus
son.
though.
Son, that's your opinion. We all got opinions, and we all know about what they are like. So your opinion means nothing. You need, instead of worrying about my salvation, what you need to do is worry about the salvation that you're obviously lacking. So what you need to do is read a little bit more and open your heart and let the true creator of everything teach you about the truth. instead of trying to come up in here on this peaceful platform, trying to spread light and gospel to people, and you're trying to come in here and disrupt. But I tell you what, it
when
doesn't
Satan,
matter because
when
all of your hate and vitriol means nothing because you're making yourself look stupid, not
when
us.
Yahusha said, "Don't tell the vision out of his
It's
mouth."
not Yahusha, babe. His
Yeah,
Hebrew name is Yahushua Hamashiach. That's what it is.
yeah.
Yahushua.
No.
You're speaking
He put on
Arabic.
your head. He
You're
put on your
speaking, no, you're speaking Arabic.
Jesus.
He
Would
is
you
not
say
Arabic. He
Jesus?
is
Would you say
Hebrew.
Jesus?
I
Would you
call
say
him what
Damascus
his
is Hebrew?
family, what his God,
God,
what his people call him.
fucking
And if you can't take that, that's not my problem. So I suggest that we had fun with you and everything, but we're not going to go through this because there's no reason for toxicity to be on a gospel
Yeah.
channel.
You're going to be offered $32,500.
I'm not going to be offered anything. What you're going to be offered is the gift of
Okay.
salvation. And if you don't want to take it, that's on you.
Katar,
You can't tell me
can you
what
please
I'm going
kick
to be
Big Dick
offered
Hat
because you
out?
don't even know what you have.
All
Thank you.
right.
You don't even know what you have.
Yeah.
So how can you tell me what I'm going to be offered? I'm offering you the gift of salvation right now to get to know the creator of everything.
I just
That's
Bishop,
what I'm
kicked
offering
calm
you.
that
down,
guy.
calm
I just
Now
down,
kicked
remember
that.
that because I am not that doctor. I am the bishop.
Bishop, breathe
You,
in
you relax, man.
before
Hmm,
inhale,
Relax.
Oh,
before
don't worry about it.
exhale.
Don't worry about it because see, I've been doing it. But see,
I don't know
that's
who
what
that
I'm
guy
saying.
is.
Oh,
That's how I
sorry,
Oh,
know.
big
and
head.
I think we're getting more. Uh,
That's how I know. Listen, that's how I know that my
That's how you
channel
guys
is
know
getting
you're doing.
successful.
That's how you guys know you're doing your job. That's how you know.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah,
because
when these clowns enter,
Cat
Once I
Williams
get
said,
my
if you
haters,
don't have
I get to
haters, then you're
celebrate.
doing something wrong. Cat Williams
Well,
said, if you don't have haters, you're doing something
I
wrong. And
gotta watch
guys,
this
I
by the
need
way,
some
show so
more
that
haters
you
because I'm
know.
getting low.
once my channel starts growing and I get haters, I gonna throw a party. You're all
Oh
invited.
yeah,
Let's go.
oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm excited about this.
somehow,
I got my first haters. Like
somehow, we got
he just,
invaded
just mad because I'm pretty and he ain't.
by a beta hater. You know what
He's just
happened?
mad because he ain't never
What's
seen a
happening?
bishop so pretty. He ain't never seen a
Uh,
bishop so pretty and
I
so true with
never,
the word.
guys. Bishop, I never, and I'm agnostic, so I never read the Bible. I'm not a Christian, so I never
Oh, you
been
missing
in
out,
the.
baby boy. You missing out.
But
That's a good
but
book.
but but didn't Jesus say something about not being a dickhead to people?
Well,
Wasn't it about
it's supposed to, you're supposed to treat people the way that you want to be treated.
Yeah, that's
exactly?
exactly what it
Even I
is.
know that. And that guy didn't. In so I say we treat that guy the way he treated us.
The only thing, but see, baby boy, I've seen it many times before, and I know that demon. What it was is Satan had to send him there. He had to send him here because he was sitting here watching. Who knows how long he's been watching us? And he was sitting there watching us, and the word is coming forth, and we're talking about the goodness
Ellie,
of God and everything. And what
Ellie
does that do to
was
Satan?
there for some time and he didn't post anything on the chat. So he
Yes.
was probably just waiting for an opportunity to come in and start insulting you.
Yeah, because that's what Satan
Yeah,
does. That's what Lucy does. Lucifer and his no good, trifling, low down, backstabbing, shicey ass angels. Yes, I said it.
so
I wasn't worried about that, man.
integrity
It's
said
exciting to me.
evil doesn't sleep; it waits
It
like a
waits.
stalker,
It
like
does.
a
It
stalker.
stalks and it waits. It lives in the shadows.
Yeah, man.
Mhm. And the only
This
time
has
it comes,
been a
and the only time
really
it makes its presence.
exciting stream.
And the only time that it makes its presence is when the light shines.
By the way, speaking of which, I was speaking of evil and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I just remember something, nothing to do with this, but I just remember vaguely
Okay.
related. I was actually watching The Hobbit again God, I miss that movie so much. I watched it all the time as a kid, and I still could remember the opening, line by line.
Mm.
I'm
That
proud
dude
of
looked
how
like
much
the
I
old
love
Joker from Arkham Knights.
it.
What the
True,
He-
what the
true.
f? According to
yeah, he was giving
Sinavo,
you. Yeah, he was giving you a little fleck, wasn't he?
Joker vibe.
He was
Yeah,
giving you a little
Joker
Arthur,
vibe.
wasn't
Yeah,
he? Uh-huh.
I feel like, man, that's a Joker
Well,
vibe.
Well, I
let
wasn't
me
worried
just
because he just didn't understand that he was dealing with the first man from Themyscira, Jason Prince. Yeah, he didn't know that. He didn't know
He's
that.
talking to the
guys.
bishop.
Yes, I mean,
Guys, let me just say something. If there were less people like him, there would be much more Christians in the world. Just like,
well,
Yeah.
let me put it this way to you. There has to be people like that in the world in order for us to know who's the right ones and who's the wrong ones.
I think there
He's
always
giving
be.
me a-hole vibes. That's
Oh,
right,
definitely,
integrity.
definitely.
Yeah,
A-hole
With a
that's
vibes.
capital
Yes.
A.
a-hole vibes.
Yeah, absolutely. He just wanted to
Absolutely.
be heard. Poor thing. He's probably just sitting there in his house, lonely as hell, and don't know. No, he's
Can
just
you
ran over
bet?
our podcast, and he just wanted to be like, and the devil just railed up in his nuts, and he just wanted to come up here and just try to
Rile
disturb
up
the peace.
is trying to rile us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what Satan does.
Yeah.
But that's all right though, because he
You
cannot
know what
destroy
gives me
righteousness.
vibes? You know who gives me vibes? The guy who lives on his mother's basement.
Something like that. I vision
Some
him in
Principal
a dark
Skinner
room.
vibe, man. No,
I,
not
I
mother's
vision,
basement, but like the guy who still lives in his mother at age
That guy
57 or
looks
something like that.
older than me. What?
Yeah.
I'm
you
uh
know,
I
I'm
I'm already 56.
listen.
Oh,
God willing, I'm about to be 54 in a couple of weeks.
no, sorry.
But
Yeah, sure.
you know, he's just probably upset and lonely and tired and frustrated, but he'll be all right. He'll be
Lonely,
all
tired, and frustrated.
I
Wow.
mean,
Yes.
this stream is
Those
gonna
haters.
live forever.
you know, it was
This
fun,
This is
is your
man.
God's first
this is not
hater. We need to
this is your
celebrate.
this is
Yeah.
Throw
your
the
live this is
fireworks.
your
Throw the
live
party.
this
He
is
Start
your
was
a big
live
fun, man.
biggest
That
campaign.
stream
was
of all
fun. I was
time,
looking forward to
Qatar.
that.
This is gonna be
This
the
is
effect of
this is
this
your
I
live
bet this
biggest
guy
stream of
listens
all
to me
time,
pretty.
Qatar. Oh my god.
What?
and Brogu.
Ah,
He became
Hey,
58 yesterday. Happy birthday, Brogu. Man,
happy
that's
belated birthday, bro. Ruth.
My birthday.
Yeah.
happy
happy
All
birthday.
right. So
birthday,
you're
Grogu.
October baby too, huh? Today's my nephew's birthday too.
Yeah.
One of my nephews
Congrats.
is his birthday. Happy birthday, Deshaun. If you see this, happy birthday. Oh yeah,
Man,
man. And that was
this
Guys,
is
fun. Listen, that was fun to me.
yeah. I was thinking of what topic I'll be doing for Fate and Comics again,
Mhm.
and since I've been a bit busy with what I'm doing, I almost forgot to the PowerPoint presentation for the
Oh,
attachment, and somehow this takes the cake.
yeah. Listen.
it
Sometimes
does.
we plan on doing. I've done this before too. When I was in my church and I used to do my sermons, I would prepare my sermon for Sunday and everything. Be all excited, like I'm gonna get them. Me and the Lord, we gonna get them this Sunday. I'll get up there and say the first two lines, and then the Spirit would take me in a whole nother direction, and I use none of what I wrote.
He looks like Mr. Mixes Plitlick.
Mister Mix,
WT.
Mixoplix, yeah, him.
Yeah, wow.
He was every demonic thing he was Brainiac and Lex Luthor and all them people, even the cheetah. He was all of them. Mad, tired, frustrated, and yeah, all that. He was
Yeah. I think this is
mad,
going
lonely,
to
sick, tired,
happen
and frustrated. That's what the hell he was.
until the election in the States
Oh
this
dear God.
coming November.
Oh God! First time I do. First time in my life I don't envy the Americans.
Listen. You guys that are not in
Lex Jack.
America, Listen, I don't. I can't speak. I can't speak for Zod because I don't know his political affiliation. But as far as me, you guys, please just ignore Kamala. Okay, she's special. Okay, she is. She
Kamala
God
special.
bless her heart. Like our Southern folk, when you see somebody with a special need kid or something like that, you don't want to be rude. You always come up to be like, "Oh well, bless his heart, bless Kamala's heart, Lord have mercy, bless."
I think,
'Cause, I mean,
God,
it's got to be a special.
my biggest dream is that in American politics that they just resurrect Bush Senior, the Gulf War one, not the Iraq one, the Gulf War one, the one from the 90s. Resurrect him and put him to the finish his second term, so he can do his second term.
You know, it's
Elect
just
him. Don't even need to resurrect him. Just give corpse a run for president. There is an animated corpse.
Resurrect an animated corpse. That's funny.
No,
there's
not his
damn near one already in
animated corpse.
office.
I
Not his
mean,
resurrect. Just his
I
inanimated
don't
corpse.
understand
Dig
something.
him
We're
up,
here to enjoy each
run
other's
his corpse for
camaraderie from
president,
Grogu.
dig the election for him to win, and then just put the
But we're
body,
angry
an
because his
inanimated
favorite will
body in the
define
White
girl
House.
reject.
Do a better job than either side.
Listen, like we already, like I just said, we damn near already have that in Joe Biden. Okay, he has no idea where he is or who you are. Now, but there's got to be a specific award that needs to be given to Kamala Harris for simply not
Being
answering the damn question.
question. Well,
This is it. Listen, I got a
No,
perfect. Let me show y'all. Let me show
you
y'all.
know, you know, you
This
know,
is
you
it.
know, guys. At
well,
least it isn't Dilma. Here in
I,
Brazil, we had a president named Dilma. She was dumb, dumb. She
we're
was
trying to prevent that.
Borona.
This is
No,
an,
no, no, no.
this is
I can't for neither because one side wants to end the war in Ukraine, the other side wants to end the war in Gaza. I want escalation. All right, I want to finish these tyrants where they deserve. God,
listen. Listen, I've said it now.
just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Give Beijing the Dresden treatment. That's my
Yes,
dream.
listen. I've always said this ever since this thing happened on October 7th. This is an old ghetto phrase, okay, from the hood. You can't knock on somebody's door and tell them how to answer it. You
great.
can't hit somebody and tell them how mad to be and hit you back. You can't. If did no
No,
one tell you to go over there in Israel and drop all them bombs and stuff and blew these people up and frying people and beheading people and don't expect something to happen?
war.
They are one of the
Hell.
most richest. They are one of the most richest economies on this earth, and you don't think that they have the technology or the motivation to do what they're
People,
doing?
I don't want to go too much in politics, but people who say we should side with Gaza because they're destroying the city should really run about bombing of Dresden, the bombing of Hamburg, or they
Yeah.
shouldn't, but then they would become Nazis. But so yeah, no.
Listen, and like I said, like you said, we don't want to get too political, but I understand that people, the Palestinians and everything are very upset, and I don't condone any any innocent people getting killed. But the fact that your own Hezbollah people are using y'all as shield is not our fault.
Exactly.
yeah, they
Sorry,
did that.
they're doing it on purpose. They're doing it specifically so everybody can talk about Israel like, oh, they're just murderers and all this and stuff. They're doing it on purpose. But wait a minute, let me give y'all my Kamala Harris. Hold on, okay,
So we have someone
Madam
in the
Vice
chat.
President, check it out,
Who's this?
Wait a minute, Madam Vice President, could you please tell us what you would do different in your presidency? Well, look, listen, I was born a middle class kid, okay, and my mother raised me and my sister together, and she worked hard. She worked hard, and we had another grandmother, and she wasn't our real grandmother, but we called her our grandmother, and she had a business. What in the hell does that have to do with the question?
She's a politician. Dodging the question is kind of like the business, as far as I heard.
Because I believe in America, and I believe in the dreams and
SNL
aspirations.
did their Kamala Harris.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been studying her because it's so. I've heard her so many times say the same thing over and over. I got it down pat. Because
Yeah,
I believe in the promise of the American people. And see, the word salad is what kills me. This is cute. She be like, I believe in the dreams and aspirations and hopes of the American people because situations call for us to properly
Kamala
understand
Harris is the
that.
British national. Oh my
It
God.
causes us to properly understand that the situation of the past really doesn't need to be designated by the future because the past is in itself a conundrum. And girl, what are you talking about? What are
What?
you saying?
I think
Do
I
you
saw
even
that
know what you're
interview.
saying?
That's weird, man.
It's crazy. And she does it like that. Just so simple and so easy. And I'm like, is anybody seeing this? How can people still be voting for this? Because she's obviously a robot. She's
But
obviously
the
an
other guy
actor.
is also a moron. That's the problem. There are two morons who are fighting for control of the world's biggest superpower, and that
Yes.
scares me.
This last interview she was on from Fox News, oh, he let her have it. I loved it. He was coming back on everything she was saying, and she was getting mad too. She was really getting
But
mad.
guys,
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, just pray for our country, guys. Those of you that's not living here, you guys pray for our country.
another dickhead has arrived.
Who
Yeah.
the hell is this?
Uh-oh.
I
He
wonder
said,
who
who
that
the
guy
hell?
is. We're we have a beta on
We got
board.
another
Let's
one?
do
Oh,
something. Yeah,
We got another one?
yeah.
Bring them. Yeah, listen, that'll make it more exciting. Maybe, hey,
The Bible is a Catholic book. Jews are not black. Beware the tyranny movement. That's weird.
well, for first thing, the Bible is not
Gay
a Catholic
loud, not
book.
a bishop. The
And
hell?
what happened?
Oh my God.
First of all, the Bible is not a Jewish
there's.
book. And if you really want to get
Can we just
technical,
get back to talk about PC or something, just so I
we
can
are, we are.
get
But
that out of the way?
hold on,
You're
Dennis.
gonna
Hold on now.
segue.
Hold on, Dennis. We talk about faith and comics, and we talk about everything
Yeah,
in between.
everything in between.
Insane.
Yeah, everything in between. Now we gonna get this down because I'm the bishop. I got to talk. Okay, I got some things to say about these situations. Okay, she's just and I understand. It's not your guys' political thing going on, but I feel real strong about this because I don't like liars. I don't
Did
appreciate
all the
liars.
50-year-old virgins get released from a nerd prison or something? Yeah, or something.
And then and our little hater talking about the Bible's this and the Bible's that. I mean, if you really want to know the truth, the word Catholic never appears in the word.
Yeah,
It never appears in the word. The word Pope does, but it has nothing to do with the Pope you think. So all that miss me with all that Catholicism and all that things. How in the hell are you going to worship Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and every last angel that's been created on the? That's the most stupidest thing I've ever. Mary, I keep telling y'all, you Catholics, I love y'all, and I'm not trying to make fun of y'all religion, but if y'all are lucky enough to make it through the gates of heaven, as soon as you go through them gates, Mary's gonna be standing right there and she's gonna slap the hell out of every last one of y'all that kept calling her name. Because Mary has no power. Mary's job was done when she gave birth to our Savior. She was
yeah.
done. Okay, she was prepared for she was a holy vessel. And when she left this earth just like everybody else is going to leave this earth. And she's up there trying to relax in eternity, but you can't. relax in eternity because you got 973 million people calling her name, talking about some Hail Mary, full of grace, God is with you. Blessed is the womb of your the fruit of your womb, Jesus. She's like, will y'all leave me alone? So as soon as y'all come through them gates, expect a whole bunch of slapping going on. I'm gonna stand there and I'm gonna laugh. I just had to say that.
So, okay.
Cheers.
Well,
Don't be like,
that was
"Why
something. That was
you
something.
keep calling me?"
So this episode of Faith in Comics was really interesting and fun.
Kind of
So
different, wasn't it?
yeah. So I'm gonna ask everyone in the panel for their last comments. Last comments.
Oh, I'm
First with
okay. I don't.
Dennis.
Not me.
I have nothing to say. Just was fun. Great.
Yeah.
Bye. I don't know what else.
The Unleashed. Bishop Unleashed.
I'm sorry, I get
Okay.
passionate about stuff, y'all. I'm sorry.
How about Zod Writer?
Man,
Yeah.
I gotta hand it to Bishop. I gotta hand it to the man. He's not that doctor, but I'll tell you, he sure knows how to handle people that need to be educated.
Handled.
And we'll just put it
Yeah.
that way, handled and educated. And he's bringing it. He's bringing it. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all just I've seen Bishop in action, and he is just, I mean, I'm starting
Never
to
happened
I'm starting
in
to
his
really
stream, man. In
associate
his
you with
channel.
your character in the movie, Bishop, because you are really laying it down, brother. So we're gonna so all I gotta
It's
say is
all in
this,
love, man. It's
Qatar, this
all
has
in
gotta
love.
be Qatar, this has
What?
gotta be your most lively episode of Faith and Comics ever. This was awesome,
Yeah.
man.
This is so lively. Brogo said, Qatar, Bishop, Zodwriter, Dennis, I truly respect all of you. These people coming on here trying to disrespect a person's belief is ridiculous. I truly respect all of you and enjoy talking
Golden
with you.
rule, guys.
God
Thank
Golden
you, man.
rule.
bless you, Brogu, man. Thank you for that.
Thank you,
Listen,
bro.
it's part of the job. It's part of the job. You know, if we would sit up here and we didn't have any haters about what we're speaking on, then we wasn't doing something right. So yeah, it's part of the job. You
Yeah.
know.
So, Bishop, what's your final comment for this exciting stream?
Well, first off, I just want to thank everybody that showed up, man. You know, Giratina and Curly and Sin and Integrity and everybody, and Dennis and Zod and all you guys. Thank you guys, because I really enjoy doing this thing. You know, because it needs to be done. You
My
know,
heart is
huh?
my heart is pounding.
Good. I hope it is. but but you know we need this. We're our own little sect of the comic book community. You know, the faith-based comic. We are part of it,
Yeah.
and you know, and I'm just loving the fact that it's kind of growing and things, and you know, people can get on board. And you know, the word. Listen, the Father said he never said it was going to be easy, and but it will be rewarded. So you know, and as far as like what Zab was saying, listen, I listen from the background that I used to come from. I used to hang around some of the most vicious, um, let's just say queens. I've been around them a lot, so I had to learn how to defend myself in many different ways. I can let you have it like Claire Huxtable from the Cosby Show, or I can
Mm-hmm.
let you have it like Richard Pryor. But
Mm-hmm.
now that I'm more now. See, if it was back in the days, oh, y'all would have heard a whole bunch of beeps, beeps, beep, beeps, 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 beeps. 'Cause I'd have been going off. but but now that I'm older now and I'm in my capacity that God's put me in, I can't do that no more. You know, I have to use that. I have to hit him with the godliness. Because see, I could. You see, he couldn't really talk. He tried, but he couldn't really because the gospel was knocking him upside the head. So I'm just appreciative of this. platform that we have, man. And Qatar, you know you are my brother from another mother, as I always say, and I love you more than cook food and clean underwear.
Yeah.
I really do. And and we see in America, well, in the ghetto, we say clean draws, but
All
it's clean
right.
underwear. Um, so I love all you guys, man, for the support, and we're just gonna keep this thing going, man, and just try to build it bigger and touch more people's lives, because that's what it's all about, especially in these days now. So I just
Yeah.
thank you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys. And
Bye.
I'm closing this stream now.
Well, wait a
Thank you
minute.
for what
What about your thoughts?
my talks is that I'll have another stream coming soon. I'll be having, I probably will make another live Fate and Comics broadcast next week because
Hey,
That
I
sounds
got
good.
I got so excited with this
yeah,
episode.
it was real good. It was real good, real good, real good.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do, Qatar. If I can get things going, I'll have another trailer for you next week.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
That'll be appreciated, Zod.
would it
And
be mine?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be
What-
doing other watch alongs probably, and I'm
All
thinking
right,
of doing a recorded something,
guys. I
recorded
need
video.
to go. Bye.
Hey,
All
good
right,
night,
Dennis. Thanks for coming,
Dennis.
man.
Thanks for
Bye.
coming, dude.
God
All
bless you,
right.
man. Yeah.
So
Well, Qatar, we know that you're the hardest working man on YouTube, man. You drop a video almost every day.
well, three times a week.
I know. Busy man, busy man. I love it though.
So
That
Sinavok sells the way.
sells the
Let's
way.
go.
Yes.
This was
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, it was. Thank you guys for
Next
coming,
week
man.
and later, dudes and dudettes. Thank you, man.
Later.
And Qatar is the man. Okay. Thanks,
Yeah,
bro.
you is.
Stay tuned. Thank you,
Mhm.
Sinap, for being there always in my stream. And
Yes.
we'll do this again next week. Bye for
So
now. Ta ta.